Alright guys, my name is Nico and I'm uploading a video to YouTube every single day so I get better at speaking to the camera. Today I thought why not just turn the camera on and speak for 5 minutes on my advice on how to have a good life. Okay, so what is a good life? I like to define a good life as the following. Maximizing the ratio of good feelings to bad feelings. And to be honest, that definition has changed slightly. Sometimes I think maybe it's not best to just up that number because I haven't really taken into account sort of achievement into it and worthwhile suffering, because sometimes suffering can be more worthwhile and it's kind of hard to quantify and put data on these things. But in general, most people want that life. They want the ratio of good feelings over bad feelings to be as high as possible over a long enough period of time. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean that obviously you're gonna have amazing feelings if you just do drugs and drink alcohol and eat junk food and do whatever you want and brain rot. You're gonna have so much good feelings, but over a long enough period of time, it just won't be like that. Because honestly, apart from the moral stigma, and religion, if it feels good, and if there were no negative drawbacks, these things wouldn't be inherently bad. Drugs, social media, stuff like that. And by the way, unfortunately, they do have bad side effects over a long period of time. So this is me totally condemning them. Pretty much everything in an ideal life, you would probably not eat junk food ever. You would probably not brain rot ever. You'd probably have a flip phone. But I'm not there yet, and I'm not ready to do that. So how do we achieve that life? So there's probably a bunch of different aspects you have to level up and get better at and improve those situations. Probably the most important one is, to be honest, finding a wife or finding a husband or family if you want one. I think in general, most people would be happy with a family. And if you're watching these types of videos, YouTube probably recommends you me because you probably want a family, and I don't know, the algorithm knows how to send people what they need to hear. Not what they need to hear, but the algorithm knows to recommend my type of content to people that think similarly like me. Okay, so how the heck do you find a wife? I think I got freaking lucky, but I'll tell you my mindset going into things. So I grew up Christian, Catholic, and I still kind of am, at least Christian, maybe not Catholic. And I've always, there was a point where I didn't care and I just wanted girls and I just wanted to follow my own desires. But when I thought about it, not critically, when I just thought about it a little longer, I have come to the conclusion that waiting for marriage is just the right thing to do, regardless of your religious beliefs. Because when I think of the possibilities, either to have your ideal partner, to have the best relationship possible, I feel as if though you guys would be each other's only partners. Of course, the biggest, I think, in my opinion, the biggest. Okay, I only have 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna go quicker. So the biggest argument towards that is that it's very unlikely and unreasonable. And to that, you're right. So probably just have the person that has the least boyfriends and the least relationships, sexual or not, in the past would probably be ideal. But also the other thing that makes this hard is that you have to meet a lot of people and probably date to find this perfect person. And the dating is so hard because that will make you always want more and not. And there has to be a point where you settle, even though settle has a bad connotation. Gosh, I only have 1 minute left. So whatever, my piece of advice is get freaking lucky like me. To be honest, I'm already married. Okay, so achievement and relationships. Relationships, you have to make good friends. To make good friends, you have to care about other people and be interested in them. Probably read a couple books. And probably the more interesting you are, the better, more interesting people you will attract. And you also have to stop caring about what other people think so you can attract the right people who are supportive. You probably have to let go of a lot of beliefs that you think are so true and you're going to be so prideful. By the way, I'm spitting as much knowledge and advice as I can, as I only have 30 seconds. So you're gonna have to drop your pride a lot of the times, your ego, which is easier said than done. And if you agree with me, you probably won't agree with me once I disagree with something in the moment that you actually believe in. Like, for example, I don't know, if you want to make a business, you think, oh, I have to think of an idea first. No, you'd probably be better off just doing a dog walking business and stop procrastinating, to be honest. Okay, 3 seconds. And just believe the thoughts that serve you. believe the thoughts that serve you. God bless you if you believe in love or that thing happened for a reason. Then you already believe in God because God is those things. At least that's what I think. But who am I to know? I'm just a measly little human being.